Oh, okay, pull forward. I'm gonna get this rocket going. He's on the tracks forward, if you want. On the left side track. Just like he originally poked us.
They're about to take us.
Fucking made a run for it. Negative. Woo, you dodged something. But just keep backing up maybe. No eyes on him. Right there. Motherfucker's on our 250, right behind that. What is, oh, it's a Stryker.
One down.
Stryker. It's gonna come up on our rear. Southeast, face southeast.
Yeah, on the bridge.
Howdy y'all, Revly here coming at you with a squad video. So how do you use armor effectively in squad? After seeing my fair share of destruction and death screens, I have learned a few things about how to use vehicles and would like to share them with you. Hopefully I can help alleviate some of the pain that is running armor in squad. This video series will introduce the armor mechanics of squad, go through each faction's vehicles, break down how to use them, look at their strengths, and look at their weaknesses. To start things off, let's talk about squad's armor mechanics. I'll be focusing on armor to armor combat. Major factors in determining damage to a vehicle are the armor penetration of the weapon, the armor of the defending vehicle, distance between the vehicles, the type of ammunition that's used by the weapon, and angle of attack. There are several different types of damage that can be dealt in squad. See the list on the left to see the different types. Kinetic damage is dealt by projectiles such as 30mm rounds and tank sabot rounds. Heat damage is dealt by rockets like the HAT tandem rocket and tow missile. Every weapon has a damage type associated with it, and vehicles have a multiplier that determines how much of this damage the vehicle takes if penetrated by the round. So the key phrase there is if penetrated. Not every shot that hits a vehicle will penetrate. Armor penetration is the primary factor in determining whether a projectile will penetrate armor and deal damage to the hull. It varies based on the weapon you are using. If the armor penetration of a weapon is larger than the armor depth in millimeters of the defending vehicle, the base damage will be applied to the hull. So let's turn to the US Stryker versus the Russian BTR-82A for an example, and go to the range to take a look. I'm currently on a modded map that gives you access to all the different armor models for the vehicles in the game. There are signs located throughout this mod that will tell you, based on a color coding system, the actual armor depth for each vehicle. If you're interested in getting this mod, I will include a link to it in the description below. Here is the model for the Stryker. It has a yellow color on the front, indicating a 15mm armor depth, and orange on the sides, indicating a 20mm armor depth. So for this example, I'm going to be putting the BTR-82A up against the Stryker. And the BTR-82 armor-piercing round has an armor penetration of 60mm. Because the BTR's armor penetration value is greater than the 20mm side armor of the Stryker, the round penetrates and 300 base damage will be applied to the hull of the Stryker. What follows is the application of the damage modifier for the defending vehicle. 30mm armor-piercing round deals kinetic damage, and the Stryker reduces all incoming kinetic damage by 90%. So, for each shot fired by the BTR-82A, the hull of the Stryker will take 30 actual damage. Since the Stryker has 1,250 units of health, it will theoretically take 42 direct shots from the BTR-82A armor-piercing round to destroy it. Let's put this to the test. The Stryker has thinner armor in the rear than on the sides, so I'll be testing it from both the rear and the front to see if it takes less shots to kill the Stryker by hitting it where the armor is weaker. Now, let's hit the rear of the vehicle. So this test confirms that armor thickness does not have an impact on damage applied to the hull of a vehicle. If a round penetrates, the base damage is applied to the hull and reduced by the multiplier to deduct health from the vehicle's health pool. Well, that's it for this video. If you would like to see more of my content, please like and subscribe. If you have any recommendations for my next videos, please include them in the comments below. I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Twitch from 5 to 9 p.m. Feel free to come by and check out the stream. We'd love to have you all there.